Hey guys, how are you doing today? I am feeling so wonderful, and today I kind of wanted to talk briefly about a story. Okay, so my daughter, she's been going to school, and it seems like every single day there was an issue with somebody at the school. And so, I've been listening to Abraham, which is my favorite inspirational speaker, and she's like, hey, Abraham on the videos is like, hey, everything that happens in your life, you are kind of like a transmitter of that. You kind of get back what you kind of believe, and when things happen to you, you kind of attract it in a sense, even if you aren't wanting those things, you're attracting those things. So I asked her, she said, this girl wants to fight. There was a girl who had her back, who was like her best friend, and she's like, she wants to fight. So let me tell you something that I have been doing to manifest good traits out of people. You could try it if you want, you don't have to. But every time she would come in and be like, hey, I got into it with this girl, she's mad, I would make her sit there, get a piece of paper, get a pen, and write down only good things about this person, things that she likes about that person. Because guess what? Those are the things within that person that manifest. So the next day she would go to school, the person's nice, no issues, the person apologizes, everything's great, right? And sometimes, just because she's a kid and I want her to kind of like get the effects of it, I'll make her write down positive aspects of someone and go burn it, outside, burn it, so that the universe can feel it. It's just like a way for her to really tap into her manifestation abilities. And so every single time, great things have came, good things have happened. So recently she comes, she's like, hey, somebody that I was not cool with wants to fight me now. And I'm like, girl, at this point, it is you, I'm sorry. I know it sounds horrible, but, I wish that I would have known manifestation to the extent that I do right now when I was her age, you know what I mean? So I had to let her know, hey, girl, I know that you might not understand, but you're attracting this. I said, hey, did you ever think in your head, maybe one day this person might lash out on me? Maybe one day they might not like me. She goes, yeah. I said, okay, so you manifest good and bad things. So when you think anything in your head about someone that's negative or whatever, you bring that energy out of them. And I told her, I said, so whenever you start thinking negative about people, you need to hurry up and counteract that negative thought with something positive. Like, oh no, she does love me, she does care about me, she sees me as a sister, she's pretty, she's nice. If you can't find nothing good to say about someone, talk about their skin complexion or their hair or their nails or their style. You know what I mean? You want to trigger the most positive aspects of people. So what I've been doing lately, and this worked for me, is there was two people that I did not like. They were invited somewhere that I was at, and I knew that they were going to be there. So I did what I always do. I wrote a list of everything that I liked positive about them, or everything that I can think of that was a positive trait of them. And then when I did see them, it was a good energy. Everybody was happy. I manifested great things out of them. So that is a technique. If people do not like you, people hate you, if there's an issue with you and somebody, every time before you see that person, write a list of positive aspects or think of the positive aspects of that person, and I swear it generates positive traits from that person. And every time you start thinking something negative about someone, you need to counteract that negative, that negative thought. So like I'd be like, oh, this person hates me, and then I would counteract it with they love me, they care about me, and I would like try to make like 10 things. One thing that Abraham talks about is the 17-second method, and that is thinking of positive attributes of whatever it is for 17 seconds, and then you do another 17 seconds, I think up to 68 seconds, and it shifts your vibration, which makes you so happy, so energetic. So that's something that I kind of wanted to throw out there. Another thing that I do is sometimes if I'm feeling kind of low on self-esteem is I will listen to nighttime positive affirmations. It'll say listen to it while you sleep, and it's going to tell you lots of positive things about yourself. And a lot of times I do wake up in a good mood and I'm like feeling good and I have a good day. So one thing that I've learned is that, of course, no one's 100% positive all the time, and it's hard to be 100% positive. You're going to have negative thoughts. It's part of the human experience. But one thing that you do learn is that you get to know yourself better, and you get to realize how you can change your dynamic of thinking. You know what I mean? So that has worked for me and my daughter. As far as like people who we don't like, people that we don't get along with, people we don't really want to see, but we have to deal with them, or whatever the case, always list positive attributes about them. And if you have issues with your own self-esteem and your own self, I listen to in the mornings, it's called Positive Affirmations Daily. I am Positive Affirmations on YouTube. And I swear, literally, I raise my vibration. You know, it's like 12 minutes, 11 minutes of it, of I am beautiful, I am strong, I am pretty, whatever. You have to constantly admit this positive frequency to bring good things into your life. And I have manifested pretty much everything that I've wanted so far. There's so much more though. You know, the process never stops. You're always wanting more. You have to always want more in life. You can't have just one destination and that's it. You have to always want more, always try to do better, always try to strive for more, because that's living. You know what I mean? But anyway, so that was my technique, and I hope that that works for you. Like I said, it has helped for people I don't like, they don't like me, we have issues, there's drama, and it has brought nothing but the best out of people. Even my relationships, you know, with my boyfriend, I think that at one point I felt like it was going really bad, but I started really thinking lots of negative thoughts. I was like, oh, this person probably doesn't like me or care about me or whatever the case. Like I was just not in a good headspace. And when I listened to Abraham, she's like, start writing positive attributes about that person. Every time you see them, look at it, review it, think about it, whatever. When you see them, you're manifesting those positive attributes, and it happens every time, and it works like a charm. And I feel like the relationship is getting stronger and better just by doing such a simple thing. So try it out. Let me know what you think. And I love you guys, and I believe in you guys, and make it work.